See, I'm really pregnant. I'm 36 weeks pregnant. I feel fantastic. This is the first time that I have ever been 36 weeks pregnant, and I have felt fantastic. So that means that you can totally do this too. I'm going to talk about why I think I feel fantastic, what I did differently this time, and what you can do to feel amazing while you're pregnant. First thing that I've done differently during this pregnancy is I have done lots of walking, like tons of walking. All the walking that I can fit into my day, I just do. I walk everywhere that I can. I go for long walks. I walk on the treadmill. I mentioned in my last video that I own a Fitbit. My son misplaced it recently. It's tough. It's a rough life. Walking. All the time walking. I noticed that if I don't walk for a while, then my first walk back, some things will like pinch and stuff. But then the more that I do it from that point on, the better I feel. So that's tip one. Walk. The second tip, I'm eating a vegan plant-based diet. That means no meat, no fish, no dairy, no eggs, no oil, low oil. I mean, I do eat out. When I eat out and I'm eating vegan, the reality is there's oil added to my dishes, whatever they are. Low salt and low sugar. So I actually don't have any sugar in my house right now. I sweeten things with either dates, a date paste that I make myself, maple syrup, or agave syrup. The thing about a plant-based diet, most people start to think you're not going to be able to get enough protein eating a plant-based diet or a vegan diet as you would if you're eating an omnivorous diet. And the way that you actually achieve that is by eating smart. Eating your greens, eating your cruciferous veggies, eating your legumes, and then, doing your tofu and your tempeh and your edamame and your seitan if you want. That's the way that I get my protein. In terms of like calorie for calorie, plants and plant foods are actually much higher in protein than meats and cheeses. You're actually getting like way more bang for your buck in terms of nutrients. I've actually seen a nutritionist during this pregnancy. She's like giving me the green light on my vegan diet. I'm doing okay. A little bit too much caffeine maybe, but other than that, I'm doing great. The information that's out there is actually that a completely vegetarian diet that is salted to taste is almost 100% protective against preeclampsia, which is high blood pressure that can develop very quickly at the end of pregnancy and is super dangerous for both mom and baby. So there are a couple of studies out there. One was done of women on the farm. So Ina McGaskin's community, they looked at the birth records of 775 pregnant women from the farm over a period of years. And what they found was that there was only one case of preeclampsia, which is a rate of 0.4%. And also the C-section rate was much lower. There's good information out there that if you are smart about your vegan diet, supplement with B12, and you get your iron, not only will you feel good, you will also protect yourself against some late pregnancy complications. And I should also mention that in my last pregnancy, I gained a bunch of weight. My son was large, so there was a lot of concern about whether or not I had gestational diabetes. They just did my A1C and my fasting glucose. My A1C is 4.4, which is like crazy low. I mean, it's healthy, but it's very, very low. It's like a bright and shiny A1C. My fasting glucose is totally fine. My numbers, my blood work, everything looks fantastic. My blood pressure is low. I'm doing okay. And I feel great. The last thing that I want to mention is my chiropractor. She is amazing. Chiropractic care. I see my chiropractor 3 times a week, which is a huge commitment, but she is so worth it. I feel great. My hips feel great. Lots of the lower back, pubic bone, and hip flexor pain that I have had in both of my previous pregnancies is like 100% gone. That whole baby making area of my body feels great. It feels fantastic. And that's because I've done things differently. It's not because that just like happens to me. The point of this video is to tell you that it is possible to feel better in your pregnancy. It is 100% possible to feel better in your pregnancy by taking active steps, really taking care of yourself and taking care of your baby and doing that with love and good intention. If I can do it, you can totally do it. Let's do it together. Let's feel great together. I cannot wait to hear from you and have you tell me that you're feeling great late in your pregnancy too. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing and anything that I can help you out with. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I will talk to you next week. Bye. Can you guys hear my kids in the background?